So, Mr. Satya, we'll be discussing the structure of atom. Basically, we'll be discussing Thomson's model. Then we'll come to Rutherford model of atom. And we'll discuss the drawbacks of Rutherford model. And then we'll come to Bohr's model of atom. Mr. Satya, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So basically, in last lectures, we have a fair amount of idea. What does atom look like? What are electron, proton, neutrons? So we have fair amount of idea. But there are one or two things that we need to understand. Most important thing is how the year of discovery of proton, neutron, and electron. Can you see the year of discovery? Mr. Aryaman?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Aryaman?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Aryaman, when you see the year of discovery of these three sub particles, what do you understand?
So in different experiments, they found about them.
What more information can you gather? Just look at the year of the discovery.
So it's hard to discover stuff like this.
Satyaji, what do you see? Mr. Satya, do you notice anything?
Not really, sir.
अबे कैसे not really यार? Electron कब discover हुआ?
So 1897.
Neutron कब हुआ?
1932.
Proton कब हुआ?
1909.
Okay, I'll share another information with you, and then I think you will be able to understand what I'm trying to ask you. And this becomes very important, and you will understand why it becomes very important. This Rutherford experiment happened. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Sir, it should be 1909. You have written it.
Yeah. So this Rutherford experiment, the gold foil experiment that we discussed about, it happened in 1909. Mr. Aryaman, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
So Mr. Rutherford postulated matlab, he didn't confirm, but he said that this might be so. Mr. Satya, are you able to understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So this Rutherford experiment happened in 1909. And now look at these 3 years again. And now try to understand when Mr. Rutherford was doing the experiment, what were the known particles at that time? Mr. Aryaman.
Only electrons, sir.
Only electrons. Mr. Satya, can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Please, बात समझिए. See, now when we discuss about the structure of atom, अभी तो हम बोल लेते हैं यार कि यहाँ there is a proton and neutron and then outside there is electron. Are you getting the drift what I'm trying to tell you? When Rutherford was doing the experiment, it was not confirmed. This neutron was nowhere in the picture. Have you understood this or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And now there is another question, because see, we have discussed these things in detail, so that is why I can ask you. So this Rutherford experiment actually was not dependent upon neutrons. Can you understand why?
Yes, sir.
What is the reason?
Because it was not discovered then.
भैया क्योंकि उस पे चार्ज नहीं है. Are you getting it? Satya, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
Neutron has no charge. So abhi, if I have a neutral atom, then what I am very clear about is that if there are 10 protons, there have to be 10 electrons. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So please try to understand that when Mr. Rutherford did the experiment, neutron was nowhere in picture. Are we clear about this?
Yes.
Okay. And then, of course, we come back. So before Rutherford, the model that was there was Mr. Satya. Mr. Ariman.
What's up?
Before Rutherford's experiment, what was the model which was there?
So plum pudding.
Plum pudding model given by Mr. Thomson. So this was a model which was there. Mr. Satya, are we clear about this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Satya, can you speak this? Thomson.
Yes, sir. Thomson proposed the model of an atom to be similar to that of a Christmas pudding. The electrons in the sphere of positive charge were like currents in a spherical Christmas pudding. We can also think of a watermelon. The positive charge in the atom is spread all over like a red edible part of the watermelon, while the electrons are studded in the positively charged sphere like the seeds in the watermelon.
Mr. Ariman, what is your understanding? What was Mr. Thomson?
So
Yes.
that the electrons are so there's mostly it's like the positive charge. So it's like it's surrounding everything. So the electrons are inside the positive charge.
Satyaji, what is your understanding?
So that the seeds were considered as the electrons, and the red part was the like
Okay, sir. Again and again, I am trying to tell you that an atom is neutral. Why? Because there is something called an ion also. And these ions are of two types. One is a cation, another is an anion. Can you please note this down? And then you will
Yes.
understand what I'm trying to tell you. Of course, we will need this when we understand Rutherford's experiment also. So can you please note this down? When we do Rutherford's experiment, there would be a word which will be used, helium ion. So before we reach that, we will try to understand what exactly is an ion. So now this is where we start. That Mr. Thomson had proposed that, sir, this seems like a plum pudding, Christmas pudding. And then we have another example of watermelon. So this is what Mr. Thomson had proposed. Now, a very interesting fact about Mr. Thomson is, you may like this or you may ignore this. 7 of his research assistants subsequently won Nobel Prizes. Mr. Satya, Mr. Nariman, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
So that is what is the greatness of the man, that he was head of a research institute. And then 7 of his colleagues, his juniors, his research assistants won Nobel Prizes. Great man. Okay. So this is what Mr. Thomson had proposed. Mr. Satya, can you read this?
Yes, sir. Thomson proposed that an atom consists of positively charged sphere and the electrons are embedded in it. The negative and the positive charges are equally magnitude, so the atom as a whole is electrically neutral. Although Thomson's model explained that atoms are electrically neutral, the result of the experiment carried out by other scientists could not be explained by this model, as we will see below.
So basically, Mr. Thomson, what proved was, see, one thing that he said was, कि यार ऐसा है कि at least what I am very clear about is that the atoms are electrically neutral. This is what he had said. So what the scientists were pretty clear was कि यार जितना positive charge होगा उतना ही negative charge होगा. Mr. Satya, समझ आ गया?
Yes.
Okay. Now then came Mr. Rutherford. Mr. Ariman, can you read? Mr. Satya, can you read?
Yes, sir. Ernest Rutherford was interested in knowing how the electrons are arranged within an atom. Rutherford designed an experiment for this. In this experiment, fast-moving alpha particles were made to fall on a thin gold foil. He selected a gold foil because he wanted as thin as layer possible. This gold foil was about 1,000 atoms thick. Are doubly charged helium ions. Since they have mass of 4u, the fast-moving particles have a considerable amount of energy. It was expected that particles would be deflected by the subatomic particles in the gold atom. Since, pa- since the particles were much heavier than protons, he did not expect to see large deflections.
Let us try to understand this. Let us try to understand this. Satya, what is your understanding? Okay. Before I explain, what is your understanding?
So, like in the first point, it was told he chose the gold foil because he wanted it to be very thin. Then,
Okay.
so in the second and third point, I didn't understand much.
Okay. So one thing that you need to note down is that gold has a atomic number of 79. Can you please note this down? Mr. Satya.
Yes, sir.
Raman, are you there or you have gone to sleep?
No, sir. So I'm there, like,
That's
Armanji, what will be the number of protons in gold?
79.
Protons. Mr. Satya, how many electrons, how many protons?
so 79.
How many protons?
So 79.
And what I'm telling you is that the number of neutrons in a gold atom is 118. Are we clear about this?
Yes.
Sir.
So, Mr. Satya, what will be the mass number? Mr. Hariman.
118. I mean, so it'll be 197.
Proton plus neutron होगा? Mr. Satya.
Yes.
So we'll have to add these two. 98 the 70. 78. 7 plus 1, 8 plus 1, 9. It will be
So
197.
158.
Are we clear about this?
Yes, sir.
जो मैं कह रहा हूँ वो थोड़ा समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. You have this Motu gold atom. You have this Motu gold atom. Have you understood what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Why am I calling it Motu, Mr. Satya?
Because it's thick.
Mr. Hariman, why am I calling it Motu?
Because it's very heavy. It has a lot of protons and neutrons in its nucleus.
उसका जो atomic mass है 197 units. Now you are comparing this with the helium ion. What is a helium ion? Let's have a look at this. Alpha particles are doubly charged helium ions. These are the helium ions that we discussed here. Are we clear about this or not?
Yes.
Mr. Satya, बातें connect हो रही है नहीं हो रही? Mr. Satya,
Yes, sir.
are we clear about what we are discussing?
Yes, sir.
See, helium ion has a charge of +2. This is the +2 charge. Once I remove the 2 electrons, and this is what is being mentioned as the doubly charged helium ions. Are we clear about this or not?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ariman, are we clear?
Yes.
Now you have understood why I was trying to tell you what are ions. Mr. Satya, this will be a cation or an anion?
So it would be
Mr. Ariman,
So it wouldn't be an ion.
an anion होगा.
नहीं sir, gold ion ही नहीं होगा and helium होगा cation.
ध्यान नहीं देते यार. You have removed 2 electrons. It has a charge of +2. Mr. Satya, it will be a
so
cation
it's
or
a
an anion?
cation.
It is a
Cation.
cation. Mr. Ariman, do we agree?
Yes sir.
वही बातें समझ आ रही है ना? Confusion तो नहीं हो रही?
No sir.
चीजें थोड़ी सी difficult है तो if you are getting confused, please ask. So this helium is a doubly charged helium ion. It has a charge of +2. Are we clear till here?
Yes sir.
Yes.
अब देखिए, अब फिर से समझिए. You have this helium ion, this doubly charged helium ion. It has a charge of +2. It has a mass of 4 units. What this means is number of protons, number of neutrons. तो ये 4 यूनिट बन गया. अब ये जो 4 यूनिट, ये छोटू सा हीलियम आयन इससे टक्कर मारने वाला है गोल्ड एटम से, जो कि 197 यूनिट्स चार्ज लेके बैठा हुआ है. भैया समझ नहीं आ रहा?
समझ आया.
समझ आया.
Mr. Ariman, clear है नहीं है?
Clear है sir.
Now please try to understand. Please try to appreciate what Mr. Rutherford would have thought. Mr. Ariman, can you guess what Mr. Rutherford would have thought?
That's mostly there are negatively charged, like, and there are only few positively charged, or the positively charged are hidden somewhere.
अरे दादा एक बात समझिए. थॉमसन मॉडल में जितने पॉजिटिव है उतने नेगेटिव हैं. आप कंफ्यूज मत कीजिए.
अच्छा सर.
Sir, please try to understand. Mr. Thomson never said कि number of protons are more and number of electrons are less. He said there are equal number of protons and neutrons. Satya, are you clear about this?
Yes, sir.
ये देखिए, Mr. Thomson said the negative and the positive charges are equal in magnitude, so the atom as a whole is electrically neutral. Are we clear about this or not? Mr. Ariman?
Yes sir, clear.
अब देखिए, ये आपका गोल्ड का एटम है जो थॉमसन मॉडल के हिसाब से ये बैठा हुआ है. अब आप खुद गेस कीजिए. मिस्टर रदरफोर्ड ने इस पे जब अल्फा रेज मतलब जो हीलियम आयंस है वो मारे, तो इनको व्हाट वुड ही हैव एक्सपेक्टेड? मिस्टर सत्या, मिस्टर आर्यमन, एनीबॉडी कैन मेक अ गेस.
That half of the rays would bounce back and deflect, and half of them would go through.
मिस्टर सत्या, डू यू एग्री?
Yeah.
इतना तो उन्होंने माना ही होगा. मिस्टर आर्यमन, व्हाई डू यू से हाफ?
So because it is neutral, so the same amount of positive charged and same amount of negative, and the helium ion is positively charged. So when it hits a positively charged, when it hits a proton, then it will deflect because they'll repel, and when it hits a electron, it'll just go through.
देखिए सर, ये तो एटलीस्ट अब उन्होंने हाफ माना नहीं माना ये तो पता नहीं, but what we can safely assume is because this positive charge is distributed throughout the atom as per Thomson's model. Mr. Thomson ने ये बोला कि यार इसमें 197 प्रोटॉन जो हैं वो यूनिफॉर्मली डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड होंगे. तो अगर आप इसमें से इस पे कोई रे मारोगे, substantial amount of the rays will come back. Do we agree to this or not, Mr. Satya?
Yes.
काफी जो रेज है उनको वापस आ जाना चाहिए. Mr. Ariman, do you agree to this or not?
Yes, sir.
See, please try to understand at that time the scientists were like blind people. अभी उनको एटम खोल के तो उसका ऑपरेशन करके तो देख नहीं सकते. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
See, for example, you are a zoologist and you want to understand human body, Mr. Satya. Mr. Satya, how will you understand human body, Mr. Satya?
So means I didn't understand what you're saying.
Mr. Ariman?
So that human body is very complex, and we have enough resources to tell that human body ka properties.
Arey bhaiya, you are in 1800. Yeah, let us assume you are in 1500, and you want to understand how a human body works. Mr. Ariman, what will you do?
So, few experiments.
I'm sorry. How will you do? On what will you do experiments?
So dead people, like we can see what's inside them.
कहाँ से लेके आओगे dead bodies?
So few people would be willing to sacrifice, I guess. Not sacrifice, as in like their families would be okay if we carry the experiment.
Have you heard of Leonardo da Vinci?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Satya,
Yes, sir.
कौन था Leonardo da Vinci?
Sir, he was someone who came to India first or something like that.
अरे कुछ भी बोलते हैं यार. So just Google it, Leonardo da Vinci. So there's a very interesting story about him. What he used to do was he had hired few people. What they used to do was these people, they used to visit graveyards. Mr. Ariman. Mr. Ariman.
Yes, sir.
तो Leonardo da Vinci ने कुछ बंदे हायर किए हुए थे. Now these hired people, they used to go and visit the graveyards. तो graveyard में सुबह जो body किसी ने बरी की है, और रात को ये लोग निकाल लेते थे. समझ नहीं आया.
Yes, sir.
और फिर मिस्टर विंची उसका क्या करते थे? मिस्टर आर्यमन.
So postmortem.
पोस्टमार्टम. मिस्टर सत्या समझ नहीं आया.
समझ आया.
And he made beautiful drawings of human bodies. Beautiful drawings. You want to see them? Mr. Ariman.
Yes, sir.
One second. Mr. Satya, can we see them?
Yes, sir.
So this is what Mr. Vinci used to do. Mr. Ariman, have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Do you think unless and until he had operated, he would have painted this? Mr. Satya.
No, sir.
So now what I'm trying to tell you is that when you are a zoologist, if you want to understand human bodies, you can still, operate on a human body. But अभी अगर आप एटम के साथ कर रहे हो तो एटम का ऑपरेशन तो कर नहीं सकते. Mr. Ariman, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
तो ये प्रॉब्लम थी साइंटिस्ट की, and that is why they were doing these kind of experiments. Mr. Satya, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what these scientists were trying to do?
Yeah.
ये तो they could do these kind of experiments and try to understand यार कि क्या हो रहा है क्या नहीं हो रहा. Yeah. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
So जब experiment हुआ, then he did the experiment. So one thing is that he took a gold foil. We have understood why he took a gold foil. And then these were his observation. Mr. Satya, can you read these?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But particle scattering experiment gave totally unexpected results. The following observations were made. Most of the fast-moving particles pass straight through the gold foil. Some of the particles were deflected by the foil by small angles. Surprisingly, one out of the every 1,200 particles appeared to rebound. In the
Okay. So, Mr. Satya, these were the observations. The alpha particle, scattering particle give totally unexpected results. The following observation was made. Most of the fast moving alpha particles pass through the gold foil. Mr. Arman, what does it mean?
So that means that most of them only pass through. So that means they didn't come across the protons.
They didn't hit
They-
anything.
Yeah.
Are we, in a way, that is what would have happened?
Yes, sir.
So this is what he said. This is what Mr. Rutherford said. कि यार अगर मेरे mostly जो particles हैं वो ऐसे ही निकल रहे हैं. So this implies that the most of the space inside the atom is empty because most of the alpha particles pass through the gold foil without deflection. Mr. Satya, are we clear?
yes, sir.
So this was the first conclusion. Mr. Ariman, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
अब यार एक चीज जरा मेरी बात समझने की कोशिश कीजिए. Just try to imagine you have this sort of maybe a stone and you are, let us assume you are throwing tennis balls on it. Are we clear? Are we clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
तो ऐसे इमेजिन कर लीजिए ये आपका स्टोन है और आप यहाँ पर खड़े हो and you are throwing these tennis balls मतलब table tennis balls. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
अब देखिए जो बॉल यहाँ पर लगेगी वो तो वापस आ जाएगी. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
जो बॉल यहाँ पर लगेगी वो डिफ्लेक्ट हो जाएगी. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
और ऑफ कोर्स जो बॉल लगेगी नहीं वो तो ऐसी की ऐसी चली जाएगी. आर्यमन जी, आर वी क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
So broadly there are three possibilities. Do we agree to this or not?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rudra, are we clear about this or not? Mr. Satya,
Yes,
are we clear about this or not?
yes, sir.
वो मैंने रुद्र के साथ बहुत रिकॉर्डिंग की है तो मैं उसी का नाम बोल रहा हूँ. तो there will be cases like these जिसमें there is a full rebound. Then there will be cases like these जिसमें it hits on the sides and then there is a recording. Then there is a deflection of like this. This is a case too. And of course, then there will be few balls which will pass as it is. They will pass as it is. Satya ji, are we clear?
Yes,
So यही हुआ. So the first case we have discussed that Mr. Rudra से रुद्र आ गया. Mr. Rutherford. अच्छा, Rutherford से रुद्र आ रहा है. Okay. ठीक है. So this was the first observation. One second. Okay. So most of the fast-moving alpha particle pass through the gold coil. This means that the most of the space is empty. Mr. Satya, are we clear?
yes, sir.
Some of the alpha particles were reflected by the foil by small angles, and then he said that very few were deflected from their path, indicating that the positive charge of the atom occupies very little space. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Surprisingly, one of every 12,000 particles, one of every 12,000. Just look at the percentage. It is 1 upon 12,000. If you multiply this by 100 and you calculate the percentage would be, I'll give you the percentage, would be 100 divided by 12,000. It will be 0.83%. Mr. Ariman, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
क्योंकि आपकी जो डिफ्लेक्शन है वो ऐसे जाके यहाँ से वापस आ रही है. This means, and that was his third result, that a very small fraction of alpha particles were deflected by 180 degree, indicating that all the positive charge and mass of the gold atom were concentrated in a very small volume within the atom. So, Satya, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Ariman, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. And On the basis of this experiment, Mr. Satya, can you read this?
Yes, sir. From the data, he also calculated the radius of the nucleus is about 10 raised to 5 times less than the radius of the atom. On the basis of his experiment,
Mr. Aravind, can you read this?
Yes, sir. On the basis of his experiment, Rutherford put forward the nuclear module of an atom, which had the following features. There is a positively charged center in an atom called the nucleus. Nearly all the mass of an atom resides in the nucleus. The electron revolve around the nucleus in circular paths. The size of the nucleus is very small as compared to the size of the atom.
So this is Mr. Rutherford. He's called the father of nuclear physics. If you pursue physics further, there is a branch of physics called nuclear physics. He's famous for his work on radioactivity, discovery of nucleus of an atom with the gold foil experiment. He got the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1908. Mr. Satya, are you clear?
yes, sir.
Mr. Satya, any doubt about this?
No,
There is another photograph that I want to show you. I told you last time, maybe last time, but there's a photograph I want to show you. 1 second. Mr. Satya, can you see the screen?
yes, sir.
Mr. Satya, can you read this?
Yes, sir. To put you in the picture, imagine the atom the size of the MCG, Melbourne Cricket Ground. The nucleus would be a ping pong ball in the center with it. And the electrons would be the size of the flea orbiting around the outside of the ground. All in all, the atom is made up of empty space.
Armand, what does it mean?
So that most of the atom is empty only. And the protons, the nucleus is very small. It's on the
Yeah.
center of the ground. And the electrons are far away. So they will be like around the stadium. So they'll be like quite far apart. And
Yeah.
We're assuming the electrons to be fleas around the stadium and the nucleus to be the ping pong ball in the ground.
Satya, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
So ping pong ball is a table tennis ball. So this is how actually, just to give you a see, usually when we make an atom, we make like this. ये nucleus है और इसके आसपास these are the shells. So this almost gives us a picture कि यार ये तो इसके पास ही होगा. Araman, are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
But ऐसा नहीं है. Satya ji, are we okay?
Yeah.
So please try to understand. ये सिर्फ हमारा मॉडल है जो हम ऐसे ही बना देते हैं. That is not how it is. अगर आप बनाने की कोशिश करेंगे, ये आपका ये टेबल टेनिस की बॉल है, ये टीटी बॉल है, जो स्टेडियम के सेंटर में, और जो आपका इलेक्ट्रॉन है, जो फर्स्ट सेल है, वो तो यहाँ से शुरू होती है, और वो भी इनसाइड द स्टेडियम नहीं है, आउटसाइड द स्टेडियम है. Aravind ji, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
So just keep this in mind, and that is why Rutherford came to this conclusion. Are we clear?
Yes.
And that is why you see a figure like this. That is why, basically, if you have understood the logic, that is why you see a figure like this, that only 1 in every 12,000 particles will rebound. Mr. Satya, are we clear?
Yes.
So there is a drawback. And why am I going into the detail? I'll just let you know before I finish the lecture. Just give me 5 more minutes. Now, we'll understand exactly what this means in higher classes, but still we'll go through it. Mr. Araman, can you go through this drawbacks of Rutherford model of atom?
Yes. Drawbacks of Rutherford's model of the atom. The revolution of the electron in a circular orbit is not expected to be stable. Any particle in a circular orbit would undergo acceleration. During acceleration, charged particles would radiate energy. Thus, the revolving electron would lose energy and finally fall into the nucleus. If this were so, the atom would be highly unstable and hence matter would not exist in the form that we know. We know that atoms are quite stable.
So Satya, that is why we just write that जो Rutherford का model है, Rutherford model is not able to explain to us the stability of an atom. Now there are few words which are being used here. This meaning of acceleration, radiation, losing energy, that we'll have to skip. But basically what this means is that this is a nucleus, and if there are electrons revolving, they should actually fall inside the nucleus, and the atom shouldn't exist. Mr. Satya, are we clear?
Yes.
So that is why, because Mr. Rutherford couldn't. अब देखिए हो क्या रहा है. Please try to understand the sequence of events. What is happening? Mr. Thomson का जो मॉडल है, वो Mr. Rutherford ने बोला यार ये तो हो नहीं सकता. अब Mr. Rutherford के भी कुछ मॉडल में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है. And then you have Mr. Bohr's model. Of course, Mr. Bohr के मॉडल में कुछ प्रॉब्लम था. And then there were other models which were placed. But till class 10th, हमारी जो स्टोरी है, वो Mr. Bohr के मॉडल तक खत्म हो जाती है. Mr. Aryaman, are we clear?
So your voice is cracking. I couldn't.
Okay, one second. I think now it will improve. Just wait for a second. I think it will improve. So, Mr. Satya, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then came Mr. Bohr's model. Now, Mr. Bohr also made. Actually, Mr. Bohr made one basic change. And Satya, can you read this and then I'll explain. Mr. Aryaman, can you read?
Yes. Bohr's model of atom. In order to overcome the objections raised against Rutherford's model of the atom, Niels Bohr put forward the following postulates. So I don't know what that word is.
Yeah, I'll explain. Not an issue.
About the model of an atom.
Not an issue.
Only certain special orbits known as discrete orbits of electrons are allowed inside the atom. While revolving in discrete orbits, the electrons do not radiate energy.
First, note this down. Postulate means a suggestion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sir. We had done this in the start of the class, and so it's slipped out of my mind.
Yeah. So can you note this down? Postulate means a suggestion. It is not a confirmed thing. It is not a confirmed fact. Please note this down. A postulate is not a confirmed fact. It is just a suggestion. Mr. Satya, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Can you note this down?
Noted, sir.
Okay. Now, please try to understand. And of course, I think it is pretty obvious. See, what Mr. Bohr said was that बस ऐसा है कि अगर ये न्यूक्लियस है तो ऐसा नहीं कि इलेक्ट्रॉन कहीं पर भी घूमता रहेगा. वो अगर इस फिक्स्ड शेल में, if it is revolving in this fixed shell, then it will not radiate energy. Mr. Aryaman, is it clear?
Yes.
But then there is, of course, there is a very obvious question. Do you, can you guess the obvious question? Mr. Satya, Mr. Aryaman, anybody can try. Mr. Bohr के मॉडल में एक प्रॉब्लम है.
He didn't experiment.
Okay, he did experiment, ठीक है. There is another very obvious problem. Can you guess?
So it says that the electrons can enter the nucleus.
No, the problem is when revolving in discrete orbits, the electrons do not radiate energy. Now, how does Mr. Bohr know this? Are you getting it?
Yes, sir.
So there were few concerns about Mr. Bohr's model, and then of course there were scientists which came and then explained कि क्या हो रहा है. But this is what we study when we are in class 10th. This is the till class 10th. This model that we study is known as Mr. Bohr's model. So it is a pretty workable model. तो इसमें ये न्यूक्लियस है, and then there are only these shells which the electrons can revolve. और अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन इस शेल में है तो वो कोई एनर्जी रेडिएट नहीं कर सकता. मिस्टर सत्य, आर वी क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
So basically what he said was, जो रदरफोर्ड नहीं बोल रहा था, मिस्टर बोर ने ये बोला कि यार ऐसा है कि अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन इस शेल में है तो वो एनर्जी नहीं रेडिएट करेगा, इस शेल में है तो एनर्जी नहीं रेडिएट करेगा, इस शेल में है तो एनर्जी नहीं रेडिएट करेगा. मेरी बात समझ है?
Yes.
तो इसीलिए बिकॉज एनर्जी रेडिएट नहीं करेगा, इसीलिए इट वुड फॉल इनसाइड द न्यूक्लियस. मिस्टर आर्यमन, आर वी क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Bohr, this handsome man is Mr. Bohr. Again, he won a Nobel Prize in 1922, and he was Mr. Bohr was a great colleague of Mr. Einstein. Mr. Einstein के साथ इनकी बहुत डिबेट्स होती थी. मिस्टर सत्य, आर वी क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
तो मिस्टर बोर जो है वो भी बहुत बड़े उस्ताद है. Few people know about him, मतलब only science people who study science know about him, but he was one of the very well-respected people in physics. Are we clear?
Yes.
And then, like we had studied in the beginning of the lecture, तो उसके बाद आपके न्यूट्रॉन्स फॉर्म हुए. Now, why are we discussing this? Why are we discussing this in so much detail? I'll just let you know. Of course, one thing is that this will be there in the next classes also, 9th, 10th also. But this is the first question which was asked in your exam. What were the three main observations of Rutherford atomic model? Mr. Satya.
Yes.
Then there was a question, explain Thomson's atomic model. Mr. Arman.
Yes, sir.
We couldn't discuss this in detail before, so that is why I thought of spending some time on it. So this is Mr. Thomson's model. So there were questions which were of 5 marks which were discussed here. And then there was this question, what were the drawbacks of Rutherford's atomic model of 2 marks. Mr. Satya, are you able to understand now?
Yes, sir.
See, what you need to do is before next lecture, before you can note this down, before next lecture on Wednesday, just give me a detailed answer of these 3 questions. Mr. Aryaman, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Question number 12, you have the notes with you, you have the lecture with you. Question number 12. Question number 6. And question number 1. Satya, are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think I've already sent you this PDF. I think you guys have this PDF.
Yes, sir.
So you can copy from here also. I don't have any issue. Satya,
Yes, sir.
you can copy from here. No issues about it. But just send me the homework. Mr. Araman.
Okay, sir. So and tomorrow we have to submit the page
Yes.
3-4.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
So what is the homework? Can you just repeat once?
Mr. Araman, can you repeat?
Question 1, 6, and the last question. We have to
Okay.
give a detailed answer on that.
Okay.
Sir, any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
यार एक काम कीजिए. I think what you can do is just submit the full paper again, Mr. Satya, Mr. Araman.
Okay,
Is
sir.
it okay? Yeah. If you want, you can consult notes also. I don't have any issue. No problem. But what I want is just go through this paper again. All the questions. Yeah. You have one
Okay,
week.
sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.